Alright, guys, so if you watched the episode of The Great Debate with Boss Nasty, you probably have like one thought in your head, which is, what the fuck? Okay? Boss Nasty, he was doing fine. In my opinion, he was doing fine until the 28-minute mark of that middle video that's like 40 or 50 minutes long. And that 28-minute mark is when he started having a mental breakdown and just started talking about proving it, like everything. Like before, he said it to a few things, but then he started saying it to just every little thing, and it became utterly ridiculous. Honestly, if I can respond honestly, guys, like I understand the Boss Nasty hate. Like I looked at his videos, he does some things that are just dumb. Boss Nasty, you should probably be watching this, and you need to know, you need to relate better to your audience and stop calling them stupid. That's just not smart. Nobody's gonna like that. Just accept that other people can be right sometimes too. Accept that you can learn from other people that are your peers and not just, idols like Ghandi and Jesus or whatever. And I'm not talking about MLG Ghandi either. So that's my advice for you, Boss Nasty. Relate better to your audience. As for the rest of us, I think Boss Nasty's heart is in the right place. I like what he's doing with the MLG Gaming House. Now, whether he's evaluated the situation properly and whether he's going to be able to make money off of it and his team is going to make money off it, that's definitely in question. I don't think he's going to be able to pull over 1,000 viewers with just Naded and 4 guys that aren't established people. It will be novel to be able to watch a whole gaming house, but to have each one pull over 1,000, it doesn't make sense. Halo, if you notice though, Halo view counts are going up in the Twitch stream. It seems to me like the numbers seem to be going up. Formal used to only pull 200. Now he pulls like 300 and more when there aren't other streamers on. But 200 even when there are 300 even when there are other major streamers on. Ninja used to only pull I saw numbers like 2 to 400, maybe 2 to 500 on a regular basis, and now he seems to pull 600 when he's on. In the prime times, and I've seen one day I got on a stream and he had like 1,500 on, and it was like steady. It wasn't like a glitch. It was crazy. I think he might have even broken 2K at one point. So the future is not dim as some people might believe. I think it's pretty bright actually for reach streamers. I think the numbers are going up. I mean, sure, compared to like StarCraft, compared to even there's a number of other games that have more total viewers. But hi Frisk. Boom. Boom. Oh, he left. I was trying to pick your nose. So reach streaming. Let's keep trying and see where it goes. So I wanted to address a point that they talked about in that video right before the discussion went sour. Which was coaching, and what is the role that coaches play in Halo, and why do they play the role that they do? Now, Boss Nasty wanted to make Halo coaching like... I'm going to try not to respond to this indignity. Boss Nasty wanted to make Halo coaching like pro sports coaching. And... when the basketball coach that dictates strategy, or a football coach that literally has a playbook, dictates the playbook, and calls the plays. And I'm going to argue that there's a reason that this is actually not going to work for Halo, not just for now, but also probably never. And that reason is because in football, in basketball, in other professional sports, coaches have the ability to call a timeout at any time. And that gives the game structure, and it gives the coaches a time to coach and to direct their players' motions when they can literally pause the game's time and redirect their players. Now in Halo, we don't have a function like that. The game is continuous. Within a series, you do have times in between games when you can be coached, but in the game, the coaches really, if they try to direct the players too much, it's really just going to get in the way. And the reason for that is that Halo is such a fast-paced game, and every situation is performances based on adapting to a very small set of the best actions in every situation. You don't have that many good choices. You have tons of choices, but you don't have many good choices. What's up, Curtis? And Let's see if we can get our numbers up to like 4 or 5 photo bombs by the end of this.
That's the plan.
Now there's not many good options in every situation. So the players, if the coach is trying to communicate to them what to do, then that communication just isn't. You can't communicate enough information. The information has to already be in here, and that's the same reason why it's very difficult to teach somebody to play Halo effectively. It really comes from a lot of playtime, and it really comes from a lot of playtime against good players. You can't just talk to somebody and teach them how to play Halo better very well. Like, you can give them a few pointers, but really it just comes from the processes that build up in here and the learning experience. Like that moment-to-moment experience. You know, okay, I'm in this very situation. There's a million different places that your opponents can be on the map with different weapons. Your teammates can be on the map, the spawn situations, what weapons you have. There's just so many situations to evaluate. The situations are so complex, and the game moves so fast with no opportunity to pause that coaches can't really direct their players' movements effectively. Just because of the limitations of speaking. You can't speak fast enough to communicate the kind of thinking that you need to have for Halo. And that's why coaches play the role that they do right now. They keep the players mentally focused in between games. They keep their players, I guess you could say, well fed and watered. I mean, you have water bottles and stuff like that, well refreshed. But also spawn times. You have spawn times of weapons and like kind of general situation calls. You know, they have 2 spawning. We have too much. We have two up. We're pushing here. You have help here. It's really just one extra voice to add into the call out mix, in my eyes. So that you have that one extra source of information that can give you the edge. And that's pretty much it, guys. Before my roommates get the chance to photobomb me again, I'm going to end this video. Oh my fucking god! Alright, we're done.